Just over a week to go till the season starts. You must be excited to get going.
Can't wait. It's been, to be fair, it doesn't seem like 5 minutes since we came off the field at the end of the season against Featherstone, and lo and behold, we're playing them again next week. Really looking forward to it. We haven't our performances. We haven't won in our pre-season games, but I think we've certainly won over each other in terms of the competition for places and the development of our young team. We've got a young squad this year. However, that's enthusiastic. It wants to improve and it wants to develop and learn.
You mentioned giving the youngsters the chance to play in these pre-season games. Is that an advantage to yourself in terms of able to blood them early in the year rather than having to chuck them in at the deep end as and when it requires as the season progresses?
Well, you want them to learn and develop, make mistakes, ideally out of the main competition or reserve grade, you know, and that'll be great for us, running our own reserve grade again, which is fantastic. They can develop in that competition. We don't want to throw them in. We've looked after the squad. When I reviewed the first year we got in the top four, there was a fallout in terms of injuries and players needing a little bit more recovery and rest time. With a part-time team playing against full-time opposition for 8 weeks, tough. We've done that again, and we've had some operations in the pre-season. We've looked after a majority of the older end of the squad, but they need to be ready to play and roll the sleeves up again, as does everybody else.
Difficult league this year, some would say, with the full-time teams that are coming into it. Surely that's something you relish, playing against the best players, the best teams, and overall will make it a better competition, wouldn't you agree?
Well, it brings out the best in our players. Our players don't die wondering. They put their heart on the line for the blue and white of Halifax week in, week out. And we did it when it counted last year. I don't want to really talk too much about last year because it was a different year, but fundamentally the culture that's ingrained in the squad is when we need to produce, we do and have done. We'll need to do that again. We'll need to be more consistent this year, though. As I said, the competition will be a lot stronger this year with Toronto and Lee and everybody else outside of that vying for them. In my opinion, two other spots that will be available to get into the top four. Is it realistic? Yes. Is it one of our main goals? Yes. We want to entertain a little bit more this year. We want to have our strong defence. We were the best defensive team in the competition last year, but we need to improve our attack. We've got a team that can do that, but it's all right talking about it. We need to do it and deliver.
Featherstone away first up for men in blue and white, as you said. You must be hoping the fans travel there in numbers and get off to a really good start.
Well, I remember they were fantastic last season, you know, and the season before when we didn't make the top 8. It's, you know, we've got a real loyal band of supporters. We're doing some really, I think, wonderful things within the community, within the game of rugby league, with our reserve grade and our college partnership at Calderdale. So I'm really positive about that. I hope our fans get on board. We've got some wonderful volunteers and people behind the scenes doing a wonderful job. You know, our supporters unit, the supporters trust as well. It's fantastic. LS28, fantastic. We've got a great core. We just need more, don't we? You know, we will be doing more in the community. We've had a meeting with the community clubs in Halifax. There's lots to go at. It is important we start well. But we do need them through thick and thin, whether we're winning or losing. Well, to be fair, you need your supporters more when you're losing to get you on the right track. Confident, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.